Give you my NBA Finals pick. However, I will do exactly like I did for the NFL playoffs, and I will give you my predictions per round. And I'll give them to you like this. So, Golden State versus Portland in that first series. I think Golden State is just way too much firepower for Portland to handle. I think Portland steals one in Portland, but I got Golden State winning that series in 5 games. The Clippers versus Utah. I think these are going to be some really good games. A lot of low-scoring games just because of the way Utah plays. Everything slows down in the playoffs, in particular once you can focus on how to stop a certain thing. I'm interested to see if they use the hack of DeAndre Jordan strategy. That should be interesting, but the Clippers have home court advantage, and I got the Clippers taking this one in 6. I don't think Utah has enough to get over that LA Clipper hump, and that'll set up that rivalry between Golden State and the Clippers in the second round. Houston and Oklahoma City. I got down right here that I got Houston in 6. I'm starting to lean towards Houston in 7. I think I actually had that in my head and just wrote down the wrong thing. But I have Houston in 7. I think they get OKC. I think that'll be a battle. It's going to be an epic duel between Harden and Russell Westbrook. I'm excited to see that. Like I said, that'll be the most exciting series for everybody to watch. Up and down the floor, both teams like to get. The ball's going to be in the hands of Russell. It's going to be in the hands of James Harden. If whichever team loses, it will not be because of the role players. It'll be because Russell played better than James or James played better than Russell. And I like that fact. In the last series in the West, San Antonio versus Memphis. Memphis has always given San Antonio fits. They play a very similar style. Memphis likes to slow the game down with the 2 big boys, Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol. Although Zach Randolph is coming off the bench this time around, I still think San Antonio takes this, but I think San Antonio takes it in 6. I think Conley, Gasol, and Randolph can steal 2 games in this series. Moving on to the Eastern Conference, the 1 versus the 8, Boston versus Chicago. Now, a lot of people are going to be shocked by this, but I got Boston in 7, and I wouldn't be shocked if Chicago won. Listen, hear me out. Versus Chicago, the Boston Celtics are 2-2. Versus Atlanta, they're 1-2. Versus Washington, they're 2-1. Versus Toronto, 1-2. Versus Cleveland, 1-3. This is Boston I'm talking about. Boston has had trouble all season long playing against the top tier teams, the playoff caliber teams. Their record has not been great all season long, and I wouldn't be shocked with the savvy of Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler. Look for Jimmy Butler to take on the challenge to guard Isaiah Thomas, even if he has to do it in spurts. But I think this series goes to 7, and I would not be shocked if the Chicago Bulls stole this series. In the Atlanta and Washington series, both teams like to move the ball. Both teams would like to get it up and down. Both like to shoot the 3. I think this goes 7, and I got Washington winning that one. Toronto versus Milwaukee. I think it'll be close, but I think Toronto gets through this one pretty easily. I got Toronto beating Milwaukee in 6. And then the Cleveland versus the Pacers series. I think that'll be more exciting than normal. A normal first round series for LeBron James. But also, I do believe that the Indiana Pacers just do not have enough. I think they'll get 1 in Indy. But outside of that, I can't see them beating Cleveland. I got Cleveland in 5. A very focused team. Come playoff time, LeBron James always is. Cleveland in 5. And that'll wrap up my NBA playoff predictions.